I will admit that at this point, Korim is probably somewhat concerned about the fact that you have a frickin' dead woman in your body.
Hey, rather this than other way around.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little harmless necrophilia.
And that was on recording. That was recorded for all the world to hear.
Oh, yeah, it is. A self-assured swagger in their steps as they smile smugly at the situation. The smaller one, Mr. Thomas, has holding a brown wooden and metal tube that is now smoking from the tip.
Oh, gee, what a shock.
Mr. Lee speaks to you. Korim, Claus, we're so sorry about your harrowing ordeal. His words do not match the wide smile on his face. Yeah, Mr. Thomas says, walking closer. It was such a tragedy. How the dog, he looks at Kun, murdered the last survivor. He leers at Rhea. How he led you two into an ambush. How it was only thanks to our rescue that you survived. Of course, when Mr. White and King Horace heard the story of how the Reds betrayed you, they decided to come together in a successful and profitable alliance. Isn't it just beautiful? He raises the tube and points the hollow end at Kun.
Really? How you think things are going to play out?
Kun is going to immediately react with a hostility charge.
So, the minute you do that, you feel almost a resistance to the charm, like it hit a wall or something. And Thomas and Lee smirk at you. Shit, really? Okay, I gave you all the easy way. But do you want to do it the really easy way? Game on! Everyone, roll initiative.
And now, question. Do they know that there's a ghost around here? Because I've been in body for the last few minutes.
They may not actually know that you are there properly.
It is.
Yay.
The possibility is open. I cannot confirm nor deny because you don't know how long these people have been watching you. Well, you don't know how long these people have been watching you, or even if they've been following you.
True.
In fact, given the fact that they arrived there, given how timely their arrival was, it's quite possible that they've been tailing you for some time.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Also, Dogi, I'm going to ask you to make a knowledge local roll.
Okay. Also, Claus is super upset that they're gonna paint Con as the villain of the story. He's not happy. Oof! I got 11.
Ooh, just enough. So, as the hostility charm fails on them, you remember something. Every time someone tried to use anything remotely mind affecting on the Hawks, whether it be a zone of truth, whether it be a simple detect thoughts, nothing ever happened.
I get crappy initiatives.
I got an at 20.
Okay, good initiative, Josh. Look,
I get craptastic initiatives, but man, that warrior from the sky
oh yeah.
probably riding that high for the rest of the week.
To be fair, you pretty much big damn heroes them with the zombies. Keep summoning stuff. It seems to work. Wait a minute.
And you have a lot of. You also have a
Wait a
lot
minute.
of new bodies.
You finished off the beetle with the zombies. You entwined the cobra, and you also telekinetically pinned the last pirate. You literally finished off every single fight.
Even with the worst initiative.
Yep.
I even had the worst initiative in the first fight, guys. I rolled a 6.
You never start the fights. You always finish them. So, Josh, have fun.
All right. So first thing.
Actually, let me say that again. They have insulted you, mocked your honor, called you a liar. Now they're trying to murder you and frame your king. Have fun.
Yeah.
All right. As much as he is royally pissed off, he's not going to lose his concentration or his training. He's going to take a deep breath. Guardian Aegis.
Nice.
Swift action. Darting crane stance. Where is it? And a move action. Challenge mass.
Yep. And yes, just to clarify, the protection is against mind affecting magic. A challenge still works perfectly fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, he's just going to he's going to do the Aegis, and then he's going to get into a stance. It's like, this is, well, you better kill me first, because if you don't, I'm going to kill you.
All right. Mr. Thomas smirked. Terms accepted, and he lobs something at you all. Everyone, make a fortitude save.
11.
26.
16.
Okay, give me a second.
And 23.
The rest of you are able to look away or just shock it, but Dogi is blinded as the flare sun just flashes in his eyes.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Yep. Mr. Thomas's jaw. Mr. Thomas's face falls because he was hoping that was going to get more of you. Anyway, so, Ash, it is your turn.
Right, yes. So, swift action is when I'm activating Gemini Dancer.
Yep, what does that
So,
do?
I'm not forgetting that this time around. At the start of my turn, spend a swift action to use it. Until the beginning of my next turn, whenever I use the dual strike ability, if my attacks with main or offhand weapon miss due to not hitting the creature's armor class, as long as it's within 5 points, I still deal damage as though I'd rolled the minimum result for the attack.
Yep, very effective, very, very good.
Yup. And I'm effectively charging in to try and strike whoever's closest.
Okay, that would be Mr. Lee.
Yes.
So make an attack on Mr. Lee.
Does a 20 hit him?
Oh, unfortunately, no, it does not.
Is it within those 5 points?
Just 2 under.
Damn.
Yes, so you move and he grabs this gigantic metal hammer with the endpoint almost as big as Klaus, and the shield attached to it and moves it to intercept your attacks. Your attacks are swift and hard, but they bounce off against the armor. He doesn't need to dodge you, he's able to tank you. Speaking of which,
Hang on,
Klaus,
so I'm
you're-
technically using the Jill Strike ability, remember?
oh yes, you may make your second attack.
Please at least get a 23! Okay, that works. 23 would work.
Okay, so 4 damage to Mr. Lee. And that drops him down. Yep. Yep. Okay, so yeah, the first strike bounces harmlessly off his shield, but what I'm thinking you do is you get one end of your blade low and use the leverage to tip the shield up just for a bit to strike him on the flank with the other end.
Yeah.
Okay, so good job. Klaus, it is your turn. You are currently blinded.
Okay, Vell is still passively possessing me, right?
Yes,
Yes.
she is.
Can she direct me?
Yes, she could.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to need your help.
Of course, Klaus. What do you need?
I can't see anything, but I need to aim.
All right.
For Roy and reasoning this.
Oh, no, I'm imagining like that thing, see no evil, hear no evil. What time is it? It's 12 o'clock. No, it's 11. No, not. It's 11:05. It's 12 o'clock. Punches the guy right in front of him.
Actually,
I'll do that quick if I can find it.
So, how close is Con?
How close is Cone?
He's close enough that he's near you guys, so he's close enough that you can move towards him and,
Is he within 20 feet?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, just tell me once I'm right. That was out of character. Just tell me when I'm aiming right, because I am going to cast Greater Serendipity.
All right. Vell sort of gently takes over his hands and aims the hands right where it needs to go.
And I just realized it's upon allies, all allies within 20 feet.
Well, I'm definitely within 20 feet.
Ash,
By the way, I've also got Dancing Display, which I keep forgetting about, which allows me, when I successfully make an attack with a weapon wielded in one hand, I can move 5 feet as a free action without provoking an attack of opportunity.
so,
I
Either
basically
way,
tried to hit and then move back.
yeah, unfortunately, you'd be just out of range, like,
Yeah,
he was 30 feet away.
I already
you-
figured that.
Yeah.
Okay, should I,
So,
in that case, move like 5 feet?
Well, you don't know that he's out of the way because you're blinded. You're just telling me that you want to do it for Kun. So that's kind of metagaming. Sorry, sweetie.
to be fair, do you really want to, in character, Klaus, do you really want to be standing in the middle of where a big giant flare is that is currently blinding you?
True! Okay! Just directly first away from that, and then we'll do the spell.
Vell gently scooches him over to the side where he's still within the 20 feet for the serendipity, and then aims, and then helps him aim.
Okay, now that you've done that, not only will you be able to include Ash within it this time, but next turn, because you're no longer in the middle of the flucking flare, you will not be blinded on your next turn. You just need a few seconds to clear your eyes on those spots.
Awesome.
Yep. So everyone gets the benefit of Dogi's serendipity, which does what exactly?
All allies within 20 feet gain a 1 luck bonus to attack rolls, skill checks, ability checks, and saving throws. In addition, all enemies within an area of effect also suffer -1 penalty to their attack rolls, skill checks, ability checks, and saving throws.
Ooh.
Serendipity is considered a cursed effect on your enemies. This lasts as long as you concentrate.
I like.
Anyway, so it is is it that your turn done?
Yeah, I moved and I used the greater serendipity.
So
I used the serendipity, so ha! That's
it
my
is
turn.
Mr. Lee's turn, and he is actually. Give me a second. He might be doing 1 or 2. No, yep. He is swinging that hammer at you, Ash. Let's see what his attack is.
And he gets a -3.
Oh, so he does. Okay.
Remember when you called Claus lucky?
Mm-hmm.
And
That's exactly-
-4 because of the serendipity.
Yeah, that's basically why he's the nickname Fate.
Ash,
Yeah.
does a 14 hit your armor class?
Hell no! And I'm immediately spending a spell point and hitting him with frickin' retribution.
So, what exactly is retribution?
Whenever a creature misses with a melee or melee touch attack against me, I may spend a spell point as an immediate action to affect that creature with a lightning blast. This does not provoke an attack of opportunity and cannot be combined with gather energy or spending a spell point to increase its damage. They
Sorry.
may, however, make a DC 14 reflex save to negate.
Okay,
But
well,
I'm
so
still
he
gonna try.
swings- Yep. So he swings the hammer towards you, but before it's even halfway there, a bolt of electricity just shoots out of you, heading directly towards him. Okay, so he's
Where the
making
hell's
his
my
reflex to
lightning
negate.
blast? Yeah.
Remember, -1 penalty.
Unfortunately, he got a nat 20 on that reflex.
God damn.
So yeah, he he sees it coming, he just pretty much just moves out of the way as swift as you would not think possible for a guy his size. Anyway, Ari, you're up.
Alright, since he did so well last time, I'm gonna bring my summoned knight friend.
Yep. The knight is back. What do you want to do? If I may, and that's my 1 per episode.
Yes.
As well as basic attacks, your knight has 2 abilities he can use. One, he can spend a full round action to set up a patrol. This will allow him to increase his reach and make attacks of opportunities against anyone who tries to get past him. Or he can activate a totem, which is a standard action and will give everyone a bonus to their damage within the area of the totem.
Yeah, I saw the totem in Totem of War. I think I'm gonna have him do... I think I'm gonna do... Oh, dropping a totem is a standard action, and then patrol is a full round action. Yeah, I think I'll have him do patrol for now.
Okay, so yeah, his reach is extended to 10 feet.
So he just drops, like, the misty effect comes in, envelops the ground, and all of a sudden the ray of light drops down, and he is out and ready, but instead of... It looks like a really... a big, gigantic, freaking 10-foot long great sword this time!
Actually, just two quick things from the DM here. First of all, okay, because you're possessing Dogi, The obvious signs you imagine, like the mist and stuff, no longer apply unless you decide you want them to apply for dramatic effect.
Oh, cool.
Also, the patrol simply increases his reactions. It doesn't actually make his sword literally bigger.
Ah, okay. I wanted it to look cool. Still looks awesome! Imagine Arkoff
Unfortunately,
just
there
coming
was
down
an
from the
actual
sky.
mechanical reason. I understand, it's just there was an actual mechanical reason why I couldn't allow the sword to be bigger, sorry.
Meow. Just Arkoff dropping down from the sky in a Thor landing. There we go.
It's
Pretty
bigger in
much.
spirit.
Anywho,
He has
Cool.
big sword energy.
yep.